Hello and welcome to my channel Life Quotes Explained. Today we are looking at famous life quotes and will assist you in gaining a better understanding in my point of view. Let's get started.
Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Albert Einstein. Do you know what happens when you deeply look into anything? Scientifically, your mind starts to absorb more information about what you just have focused. Einstein also said he has no special talent, but he is passionately curious, which I think opens the doors to learning, to understand, to solve, and to invent new ideas and solutions. Likewise, spending time with nature is not only about pure oxygen and relaxation, but you also improve your observation. Life is all about having a good time. Miley Cyrus. This quote is the universal message for all of us. Most of the time we are in a mood of not having a good time without any reason. We can practice this state of having a good time by focusing on what positive actions we can take in the current situation, no matter what. Or if you're not really having a good time, it's not worth it. If you're not having a good time, find something else that gives you some joy in life. Never forget that only dead fish swim with the stream. Malcolm Muggeridge. Malcolm is critically highlighting the fact that most of the time we are going with the flow and we call it a fate, but how we can forget another known philosophy of life. That is, you are the creator of your own destiny. Smile. So if you are going with the flow, then surely you are not creating or controlling your destiny, therefore you cannot blame the flow with which you are swimming in your life. To feel the practice joy of this quote, you need to focus on developing your stone habits and life discipline to swim against the traditions and to make your own path in no matter which walk of life you are in right now. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. Plato. Have you read this quote before? Chances are more, because Plato was an Athenian philosopher and have many quotes and sayings shared on the internet and top social media sites. Imagine how wonderful it would be to be able to communicate with your soul. Plato has good news, because he believes that thinking can be a perfect substitute for talking to your soul. When you own your own business, it is all about me time. This state is known as meditation or self-talk, and it is the best and most important thing to do in today's world. So set aside some time, even a few minutes each day, to talk to yourself and get away from today's hectic and distracted lifestyle. The butterfly counts not months but moments, and has time enough. Rabindranath Tagore. If you enjoy nature, here is another quote for you, but instead of a flower, we have a butterfly at the center of this inspirational life quote. Wait a minute. Let me share some childhood memories with you that I'm sure you can relate to. When I'm running around trying to catch butterflies, the time for admiring the beauty and looks back at the physics of a butterfly flying through the air. These two moments are still fresh in my mind, which is a short hint to me and you about living a life with loads of enjoyable moments rather than a life made up of hollow days, months, and years. I hope you understood the point to remember in this quote, which is it is moments, not months, that matter in your life. Your positive action combined with positive thinking results in success. Shiv Khera. We are trying to reflect on the quote said by Shiv Khera. So Shiv, an Indian self-help author and activist, shares an idea about success in a simple equation that is, positive actions plus positive thinking equals success. This motivational life quote is self-explanatory. If you want to be successful, you need to take lots of positive steps toward your life goals and overcome obstacles with positive thinking. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. Albert Einstein. There are some areas of life other than personal achievements that require equal time and effort to maintain a life balance. Material accomplishments should not be used to determine your success. Being a valuable person to others is also essential. Taking care of your family, friends, and the people you meet is also important, according to Einstein, and it is true. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Henry David. When I read this success quote first, I didn't understand it at all because the literal meaning gives a sense of being obsessed with your goals. But I was mistaken. The point here is to maintain a laser-like focus on your goals and objectives while maximizing your time. The main point of David's motivational quote is to live a focused but balanced life. The wisdom is to know that success and failure are the byproducts and not the end results. They are a part of the journey, not a destination. Sunset is still my favorite color, and rainbow is second. Maddie Stepanek. I am sure that Stepanek said this quote in a deep mood. You can relate sunset positively to starts, as stars without darkness cannot shine. The second part is rainbow, that everybody likes to point out when it rains. Rainbow is also a sign of hope, colorfulness, multidimensional and bright approach towards life. It's about art of a nature that you can see almost every day, sunset. When you have deep sense of understanding colors and patterns, then simple natural sights could mean a totally different thing for you. So work hard to become a rainbow and shine a star. There's a sunrise and a sunset every single day, and they're absolutely free. Don't miss so many of them. Joe Walton. Joe Walton highlighted many things in his simple life quote. If you consider this quote for a minute, then you will notice it's a reminder about life management and being in harmony with the nature. It's about time management, waking up early and before the sunrise. How many sights we have missed so far. It's time to take action, to be punctual in life. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde, in search of those few beings who really life in their life. This also relates with both philosophies are fundamentally same but presented with different point of view. Oscar said by comparing life and existence of people, whereas Miley related the real life by having a good time. To take the practical benefit of this quote, one should be continuously improving the way he or she lives in life. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Friedrich Nietzsche. What is something that you want to do with your life? Even those with the answers might not be working toward their why. Not having a reason to wake up can make our life less exciting. The why that you set for yourself has the power to guide you through dark times. Set a primary goal for your life. The goal might change as you grow. But having a reason to live for will save you from feeling lost. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man. Seneca. Failure sucks. Isn't it? This quote is damn good when viewed from the viewpoint of someone afraid to try because of the fear of failure. So often, what comes to mind when we think of trying out something is, what if I'm not really made for it? What do they think if I fail? What happens is most of our life gets wasted because of these thoughts. Studies have shown that many people prefer not failing rather than trying something that has a better chance of attaining. Even though failure sucks in the short term, it has the power to immensely influence our lives in the long haul.
Smart people learn from everything and everyone, average people from their experiences, and stupid people already have all the answers. Socrates. Knowing that we know only a little can be an advantage. You can learn something from every person or incident that you come across. You can also learn from the life of others so that you won't have to experience them by yourself. Analyzing your and others' actions and implementing what you learned from them can work wonders for you. That's also why reading mainly non-fiction or biographies is an excellent use of your time. For example, I recently read Benjamin Franklin's biography written by Walter Isaacson. I was able to take some notes on the mistakes of Ben Franklin in his formative years, which is already helping me in some ways. Thinking you have the answers for everything is a surefire way to disaster. Try to pick out the lessons from every incident. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed